Hey y'all, kind of random, but here I am 3 hours into 2026, almost 4 hours in. I'm President of the United States, and we've got the whole darn world at our fingertips. We got a war going on over here in Russia and Ukraine. Um, Yemeni students of the jihad. I don't know what's going on. We're going with a partial realism mod that I made. You'll notice I'm Donald Trump. It's a partial mod. That's why people may not quite resemble the person that they're named, and maybe that's funny. Maybe it's not. I don't know, but I didn't get around to it, so that's what it is. We're gonna try and be well liked, so we'll get the clock running here. Abolishment of torture. I haven't even signed the protocol. All right. Well, let's make some budget cuts first. Let's look at what we're spending money on. System of social credit. This is not the kind of thing we're looking for right now. How about the cost of the police? I'm looking at what we can abolish. Drug enforcement gone. Vice squad gone. Political police gone. All right, save $1 billion right there. We're fixing this country. People are going to be pretty upset about the police cuts. I'm thinking, but I think they're going to like what I do with it in the long run. So we save $1 billion there. Now, this is might look crazy. We're going to spend $500 billion here. Now, I know it's crazy, but we can afford it as long as we don't get into any foreign wars, I'm thinking. January 2026, I don't think we're getting in a war anytime soon. That would be crazy. So, looking to hear what we're funding. Let's cut circus funding. Yeah, sorry, circuses. Classical music is going to get a bump. Oh, not that much of a bump. Cut all the police and just fund classical music with the savings, right? So put a little bit of money into that. Cut funding for video games by $1 billion. Theaters, nobody's going to them anymore, unfortunately. Internet access. 100% of the country has broadband internet. Wonderful. Mobile 4G, 97%. All right, we'll pause it right there. Sorry, a lot of people communicated with me over the days I was simulating there. Maybe I'll do day simulation moving forward. We got a game save every week. This game, unfortunately, is known for crashing. So we're going to have to go with dealing with saves. I think with this video, I'm going to try and cut it up a little bit more. See if we can get a more interesting narrative out of the project. Here, there's riots going on in Iran, but let's look at this. Serbian wants to meet with me this Friday, Saturday. That's fine. What's going on over in Iran? We meet with this guy next week. Let's do it. Position guide? Who are you, man? Position guide. Hopefully that is helpful for them. While we're over here, let's look at what's over here. Israel? With Israel, we're going to close our embassy, ban residents, and take all of our citizens back. Not really looking to have any of them over here. Let's see, how many spies do we have here? 13? Let's put them all in, have them approach terrorist groups. Confirm. Hopefully that worked. Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like it's stuck. Simulate a day.
I must inform you that you can, at your leisure, consult a summary of our files on terrorist groups targeting our country.
About that. That you've taken the humanitarian issue seriously. Of course, man. Demonstrates against the budget deficit. Okay.
The level of our budget deficit concerns me a lot. The most embarrassing thing is that my apprehension is shared by others. Our partners who are not delighted with our radical...
That's Scott Bessent. He's Secretary of the Treasury. He's got a lot of hair there. I don't know. And these guys... Let's give these guys aid. Hopefully that is going to help those guys out. We'll simulate another day. Thank you. Now we really need to start balancing our budget. Play in slow motion here. Families. What can we do for families? Family allowances? Bam. Who could be against this? It's only $50. It's gonna cost us $15 billion. Let's do some polling. So we could get this passed if we side with the Democrats, and the people would be happy. But as much as that would be nice, I'm just not really satisfied for what we're getting for our money for $15 billion. Imagine you receive a check for $10 in the mail every month. It would be almost insulting, I think. 33 cents a day. How much is that going to help? Let's look at better ways to spend our money. No money on energy and environment. How much would it cost to bring that back? That's not bad. It's not bad. Let's get it bumped up a little bit. We can cut that entirely. That trims off a lot of fat. How are people going to react to that? Sweet. They're not pissed. There couldn't be anything to mess up any fuel things in 2026. Let's see what they offer, and they want a terrible price. Let's offer them something more reasonable. Accept.
Sure. Huh.
Make them have to go pee. Ask them to be
most amusing coming from
friendly.
You. Yeah.
Alright. That's fine. Yellowstone doing dismantle. How much money would that get me? Cost? No, I ain't dismantling nothing crazy. Who's in charge of this great state, Kansas? Laura Kelly. Go figure. Bob Ferguson. And finally, hey, Gavin Newsom. Set up a meeting, my friend. With the Iranians next week. Over today. Taxes.
Well done. You have just signed your first contract. A note from my...
Tax, gun tax. Oh shit. Messed up everything. Cancel. Get rid of the gun tax. Nobody wants to get rid of the gun tax. We're gonna have to package this into a new reform bill. Let's take a look at how this was picked by everyone.
Sure.
So pretty much what we're doing here, we're whining and dining. Mr. Gavin.
With all my heart, thank you. So many illustrious men and women of our beautiful country have received this. At the same time, it's an enormous responsibility. I will do my best to prove myself worthy of this prize.
So basically what's happened is Gavin Newsom is now drunk. Encourage him to take out a party card with your own party. I doubt he'd do that.
I hope you didn't make me come here to hear you discussing your favorite holiday resorts. What post would you propose for me? I'm sorry, but we...
I offered him Homeland Security, but he didn't want it. How can we cut funding? What's going on in Seattle? Government's lax policies. Let's see if we can kidnap Steve Reed. He is causing trouble for us, and I am kind of worried about him. And so I was having trouble finding the menu option to select to arrest someone. So now we are going to assassinate him, and we're going to hope that nobody finds out. Luxembourg wants to meet with us. Okay.
This globally historic agreement made in 2021 on the minimum tax rate for multinational companies has opened a new diplomatic arena to influence world development. Under the umbrella of various organizations, we can also offer new practical proposals to every country on the planet. It is essential that such...
You deal with it. Mark Wayne Mullen, what do you
The
got to
police
say?
in uniforms and civilian clothes are currently marching through the city to the sound of their whistles. The banners demand real resources to carry out.
Literally, your job is to take care of this, so I don't have to think about it.
I must confess to you that the current level of our budget deficit is not at all reassuring.
People are going to rise up. Service industry, what can we do for you? Publishing industry, what can we do for you? You want a subsidy? There's 10 million streaming and TV channels. No way. Screw you guys. Who can we help out? Fast food industry, courier transportation, banks, advertising, no. Music industry, no. More bad guys. Urban transportation, this will be a good one. Wait, subsidies, that costs us money. We're trying to figure out how to make money. Struggling here. 10 million. You don't have to think about it that much. Helps them more than it hurts us. We'll go another day. Oh, the Iranians are here. Wondering, what can we say to the Iranians? What can they say that we haven't said before? Let's just be friends. Alright, Iran. What have you got to say?
No thank... Huh. That's...
Drinking, you want to take coffee though?
I hope you didn't make me...
The non-aggression pact. Provide them nuclear protection. Make more cereal than they consume, but so do we. Makes sense though. How about grapes? Grapes we also are good on. If we look at fuel. So we do need some more fuel. What if some oil? Some oil come out of the Hormuz for us. National parks.
In these difficult times for the planet,
New national parks are not happening, sorry. What can we cut? Research. Sorry. Army's getting cut. That's what is happening, folks. We're 2 weeks into this.
1 week before the beginning of the festival, the hotel...
I'll be there.
The operation is finished. Don't get me wrong, this kind of removal is...
So we killed the president of the police union. So things are looking good. Susie Wiles is here to give us a quick message. Funeral will take place next week for the police guy. We will attend that.
Good morning.
Luxembourg. What do they want to sell? Steel? We need steel. They want to give it to us for a terrible price. Meeting there. We got some law on income tax. We got a famous tennis player, Coco Gauff, going on hunger strike and protest. I'm seeing that Coco is a younger player. Surprising to see this hunger strike come out of her court, so to speak, but we will have to proceed. Maybe she'll give up. Poor law enforcement officers cruelly lack the means to combat this problem. Whatever, man. Whatever. How are we doing on culture? We need to figure out a way to make more money, guys. Creation of a new space program is not happening. It is not happening under any conditions. I'm sorry to say it. Susie, what have you got to say? AI, universal basic income. Susie, this is not happening. You have not looked at the budget the way I have, apparently. Coco Gauff ended her hunger strike after one day. The doctors are optimistic. Thank you, RFK Jr., for the heads up. Save America
We did
Tax
not
Act.
approve your bill. It goes against the spirit of the American.
No, this is fucked up. No wonder the fasting ended.
True to our motto, equal justice before the law, I just wanted to reassure you of the integrity of the Supreme.
Alright. Let's kill him. Yeah. Now this is troublesome. This is troublesome. Let's break into the headquarters of the Independents, the Green Party. These look like the Libertarians. This must be the Greens. Maybe I can update that. View conspiracy theories. No past or present conspiracy theories. Let's proceed. A week. We're going on a week-long trip, and we don't care what happens while we're gone. We'll deal with it when we're back. We're just gonna keep letting time pass for a little bit. A meeting with
Good morning!
Kuwait wants to sell us fuel.
Yes, it's
This loss is so very painful to us all. Dear in our memories, these loved ones will always remain. Each and every one of these families have my entire support in this difficult moment.
That was for the police union guy that we murdered. It is what it is. Animal welfare not as good.
Many people are left in the streets. It is absolutely necessary.
What can we do for them? Housing. Let's pay some people. Let's allocate 100,000 men to repairing dilapidated homes in Guam. We only have to send 7,000 for Guam. Hell yeah, but what can we do for the Continental? How about Michigan? Michigan's a good candidate. We are going to send 94,000 men to Michigan to rehabilitate nearly 10,000 homes. Doesn't make a huge dent, but keeps people working. Oh shoot. John Roberts just died. No conversations.
The operation is finished. Don't get me wrong, this kind of removal is very delicate to undertake, and its results rarely go unnoticed.
Drug addiction gnaws at the whole society, and we're not tackling this problem head on. RFK Jr. wants to resign. He is not allowed to.
Although you
What can we do for RFK Jr. to make him feel like we're doing something? Come on, drug abuse. Where are you, man? Yeah, he's getting humiliated over the drug abuse. No scandals? I don't know how to help you, man. Don't know how to help you. Regulate the consumption, Winter Olympics, 6 bills. Only 25% have been passed. That's because the stupid ass Supreme Court. Alright. What is going on here in the USA? We're chilling with a cool 100% approval rating. We got an 8% budget deficit. Oof. Unemployment 4.66%. What's going on down here? Cuba, Guatemala conflict. Salvador. I don't know how to take this. Let's send a satellite over, I suppose. If we can find one chillin'. Close one's here. Oh. See if we can see anything here on the ground. Missiles. Helicopters going down. Bases getting hit by big missiles. Jets coming in. Launching strike. Comrade party. Jeez, it's loud down there. What do we got? Shortage of missiles in Guatemala. If I'm being honest, I don't want to interfere. I don't want to see what happens. How is the Dominican Republic feeling about all this? Guatemala declares war on Nicaragua. Guatemala declares war on Honduras.
We have to act quickly. I strongly advise you to officially call on all our allies to come to our aid.
Whose aid? I'm not going to war with Guatemala. You have to be crazy to believe that. It ain't happening.
Due to the expansion of this conflict, Coalition senior staff have met to appoint an experienced...
Nope. We aren't getting involved. Keep on taking a look at this. Interesting. We'll have to keep on seeing how that turns out. The vehicles a little bit. That might be pleasant. These are looking calm. Again. 76 guys heading in a truck for the border. That should really go well. Wonder. Going in this war. Let's see. What we're gonna learn. The balance of power is heavily in Cuba's favor, apparently. Nobody killed on that front, though. So, looks like there may have been a little bit more death on this front. But I don't know, it looks like it's more of just a little dispute, not a large number of deaths. So that's good. Doesn't seem to be that bad of a war, all things considered. I am struggling to get our economy in a place that I like it. To be fair, I've only given it about a month. So, let's see what we can do on this. John Roberts is gone. Nobody can stop us from passing these taxes. Tourist tax on entering the country. Fixed rate per tourist. $200. That is what I would like to see. Oof, cannot get the Congress to go for that. What can we get them for? $27, please. We can get $27. It's gonna bring in $2 billion. Defensive purchasing power. They'll get over that. My approval rating only dropped 16%. Still at 84%. Guatemala has no missiles. How is this conflict going? Escalating? No, still no deaths between Cuba and Guatemala. How about Honduras and Guatemala? It's in solidarity with them all, but they weren't interested. How do we go on TweetX? What are people saying? Howard Lutnick. Jordan Peele says the government lacks inspiration. Guy, I gave you free healthcare, man. Meryl Streep says this country is going into intellectual or artistic bankruptcy. I might be sick. Leonardo DiCaprio says we lack inspiration. Billie Eilish says our nation is on its way to becoming a patron of the arts, and it's all thanks to Donald Trump. Well, Billie Eilish likes me. So let's see what we can do for Billie. Billie, where are you? Sting, Emma Watson, Kendrick Lamar, Billie Eilish. Here we are. Let's meet Billie. I'm a big fan. It's Honduras. Here's the screen that I'm looking for. Give weapons to a country. Honduras. We are going to give Honduras 1,000 conventional missiles. Hope that helps you out, Honduras. Discussions with the Iranians are going to circles. No naval armada over there. Billy. Coffee.
Sure. I'd be happy to. That's what we call entertaining. Yes, I know. I get that all the time.
All the time. Tell her my little niece adores you, Billy.
No, honestly, I'm not very fond of compliments. I hear so many of them that in the long run they become oppressive.
Okay. Let's see a national medal.
With all my heart, thank you. So many illustrious men. I don't understand. It's completely immoral. I had enormous respect for you. And you've managed...
No.
Okay, if it makes you happy.
Speak highly of me in public if it makes me happy. Billy, I didn't mean to freaking shatter your illusion like that. I was just wanting to give you some money against Guatemala, Susie Wiles, Huck Hassel, going on hunger strike.
I must let you know a certain concern I have on the subject of your political orientation. I'm having a really hard time identifying with them, and my personal convictions have been put to a severe test. I sincerely think that you should change policy, and that if you persist on this course, maybe it would be wise to choose someone more able to identify with your ideas.
Howard, shut the fuck up. I informed you of some time ago my wish to leave the government. Having given it considerable thought, it is now clear to me that I've misjudged the situation and must remain in office for the sake of the country. Thank you, RFK Jr. Finally, someone gets their shit together. How can I reward this guy? This guy needs to be rewarded. You want some hospitals? You got 5 hospitals. Give him a little bit of money. Give some coverage for maternity leave. Cut the geriatric departments a little bit, though. It's the way it goes. It's the way it goes. Progress in the time. People are happy. Well, Honduras and Guatemala are fighting in a ground operation here. Costa Rica is now involved in the conflict. Lead against the Guatemalans again. Gave 1,000 missiles, and that's enough. Oh shit.
In these dark days, I call on all our allies to maintain their commitments by standing at our side against the forces that threaten our country and the balance of power in this part of the world.
So, Costa Rica has declared war on Guatemala. Are we able to do any Guatemalan sanctions? Oh, fuck that. Financial sanctions. We already applied those. They don't work. Cuba 1 fighter jet. That. Costa Rica's making a whole fuss about getting attacked. Way more noise than the others. Are they gonna... Oh my god. Costa Rica, Guatemala, Nicaragua. Yeah, so we got a whole thing going on down here now. Not that deadly yet, though. All things considered, like only 2 people are dead, and they're going to the UN. People are not liking this. What's Mexico doing? I feel like Mexico's the big bad in this situation. If they decide to get involved, I don't know if they have the capability or the room, but I know it's a lot going on right here. I don't know what the hell's going on in Honduras or Guatemala. I mean, legislation of AI in the workplace passed, it looks like. Sweet, I think everything passed. What we like to see: nationwide protests, consumer purchasing power. Guys, I don't know how to help you. I really don't. We can put a nationwide sales tax out I'm in a tough spot, guys. Seniors in danger. It's okay. Minimum voting age. Sweet. It's passed. Everyone likes me, even if we're struggling, guys. Everyone's happy. Solar powered. Electricity. Give them a $50 million subsidy. Nationalize Walmart, you know. TJ Maxx. $2 trillion? Oh, that's for Amazon. Didn't change for some reason, but I don't think this is what we want to do. Postal service. Regulation of prices. Can't even raise the price there. Raise the pay. What do we do? This is tough, guys. Internet services, lottery and bets. We're gonna bet these guys. No, it's not gonna give us any money. Cut all the lottery folks. Film. Lose money. Exonerate them. Okay. Literally just do something for our economy, please. Please, please, please. That's going down. The debt is going down. Get this passed, please. Sorry, Costa Rica. I'm gonna have to throw you under the bus today. This UN resolution, it's simply... I'm just not gonna let it pass. I know that you'd really appreciate it, but I cannot afford to get into a war right now. That would be insane. I cannot deploy troops. I need to downsize the army. I need to figure out where all the money is going. I need to fix America. Costa Rica, I'm sorry. Real estate tax, let's go. Keep on moving ahead. Nicaragua declares war. How's everything looking over here? So, Honduras is taking some land inside of Guatemala. Got tens of thousands of refugees fleeing cities. How is Guatemala doing? It's not hurting so bad, but I don't know that they have a military, really. Like, it seems like everything's destroyed. Winter Olympics are ending. Already. What is going on here in Iran? People are upset. Okay. What's going on over here in Iran? That's not Iran. Holy moly. Israel. We bombard the Guatemala city.
You gave the order to...
Could bring a quick end to the war, actually. That's the goal. See if that works. Here in one moment. And we can get some peace here in Central America. The sooner this conflict ends, the better. Modern conflicts, we can't have them lasting years and years. We need a swift end, peace by force. Isn't that what they say? We'll see the result here in a sec. As soon as these missiles start landing. Troop morale is low. We'll look at these guys sailing away. I need to be working on that mission no more. Obvious people did not like that. It's a UN vote. That's funny. Cuba's got a message here.
It is with emotion and pride that I announce the capitulation of those who yesterday imagined that they would subjugate us. Let us celebrate our...
It's looking like there's a possible Guatemalan surrender to Cuba, which is very interesting. The British betrayed us on that vote. We will not forget that. Hundreds killed in this conflict. In the Supreme Court, it feels like it's a lot easier to get our tax policy passed now without him stonewalling everything, so to speak, which is really nice. I feel like we are making some improvements on the debt. We're a bit in a bad spot, but it's something we can overcome with radical growth in business industries. I don't believe that. It didn't seem accurate. My popularity is undeniable, yes. It's the war. Did Cuba just pull out of the conflict and they're just pretending? They're like, what is going on here? Love to understand better. Love to get out of this conflict. You trying to fix it? Where do those guys get their money to be fixing it? Oh, they would be repairing it. But they can't sustain that for long. Good guys. Banana farms. Could go after those. SpaceX. Listen.
Your military strategy is not very well understood.
Leave me alone. Bureau of Culture.
The preparations are complete.
No. Not the Protestants.
Our net.
2 Chinese agents arrested. Sugarcane farm. We will launch a strike on it. An effort to get Guatemala to give up its fight. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. Move some of our assets closer.
We are going to attack this We are going to attack.
Now that we got ourselves in position, let's continue our bombardments. Saddest thing I can imagine is to get used to luxury. Charlie Chaplin. Thank you for giving us this quote, Charlie. I really appreciate it. Always save our game. We're lucky we are nearly 4 months in without a crash. That is good for this game. You can tell it's a bit unhappy at the current moment, but hopefully once we get out of this war, things will be looking brighter for us. Jeez. What a mess this is. The country's just crawling with despair. Unlimited strike in protest of the war. Where were those troops? Where did they go? Watch the launch. Holy crap, guys. You guys know what you're pulling me away from?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Lives are on the line. Sweet. Went off without a hitch. That's exactly what I like to see. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright. Well, that's good. Destroy some heritage sites. Where do these guys go? Off and away. These guys look like they're hiding out in the national park. Destroy this whole country. Let's pull out of this war. I don't want to be involved anymore. It's costing me too much attention. We're not saving America hard enough. Guatemala. Let's see if we can convince Mexico to come help us. Please, Mexico. It's in your interest. Mexico. No. How about Panama? Can we get Panama in on this? We're seeing more strikes after our bombing camp suing us for losing. I don't have time for this. Steve Dollar. Legislation on criminal activity. Guy, who are you? Illegal employment. Let's be ambitious. To destroy Tikal National Park.
It would behoove me to provide you with a short summary of the various tactics of our infantry.
Where's this missile going? Someone else is bombing it too. Honduras has seized Isabel. $10,000 troops going in down here. El Salvador managing to stay out of the conflict. What can we do for the police? Pay them some more? Not make them happy? A lot of missiles coming from Costa Rica, it looks like. Guatemala missiles. To Guatemala or Nicaragua? Fuck everything up.
It is my duty to inform you.
Who did I give the weapons to? So if I gave it to Guatemala, I'm gonna have to nuke them. They get those 70 missiles, man. I'm gonna have to nuke them. Guatemala, I gave it to Guatemala. Okay. Benjamin, we're gonna nuke them. We have to nuke Guatemala to save America. I don't see any other way out of this. Quite frankly, I'm frightened of what comes next. We need to meet with Benjamin Killingham to get the launch codes. Won't meet any sooner. Can't believe we gave Guatemala those missiles. This is bad. Honduras is pissed.
Please.
Sir, will you authorize a nuclear strike?
Every one of the Joint Chiefs of Staff believes that heads of state should be able to use big guns when they see fit to do.
What's the activation code?
There you go. Look, the activation code for the nuclear warheads is the following. Do you have a pen?
645, 349. 645, 349. 645, 349. 645, 349. I wrote that down. We are going to nuke Guatemala. Since the subject is Radiant. He's yelling at me. Okay. Sir, I'm gonna need to see all nuclear launch sites. Get some of these fighters to launch nuclear missiles. Why, yes, of course it is. 645, 349. Here, where's a missile silo? That's what I'm kind of looking for here. Fighters from here. In Guatemala. Another nuke thing. This is bad. Launch from here now. Where are our ICBMs? It's concerning. I can't find them as precedent. You know, you'd think that it would be something I'd be able to rapidly find, but well, here's one of them. Mino silo. Can we pick how many? Well, wrong damn country. And so the hope is that we can kind of solve the whole conflict here rapidly without kind of losing our support. We'll be a bit too far. It looks like, where is another missile silo? I know they're around here. to do with more fighters dropping nuclear bombs. Some Costa Ricans, we're trying to avoid that. Costa Ricans are away. Let's get at least one more launch off, so I can feel confident about this. This is about getting some peace going for our country here. I'm excited. This is going to be a good operation. Might shut off the internet here for just a few days. We're just going to turn this off momentarily and see if that can kind of help minimize any blowback from this operation. It's already kind of feeling like we might have taken things too far. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. How many more missiles are there? 2? These are the last ones. Well, let's turn on the internet. That is going to help us. I'd like to see the internet come back on. Susie? Susie? Why are you looking at me like that? You FaceTime me just to stare at me? I nuked Guatemala. I saved America, Susie. Susie, don't look at me like that. Seriously, we can move past this. I did it for America, Susie. It would be in a really bad place if I hadn't done this to Guatemala.
I'm in a hotel in city center now. It really doesn't look good. The street is full of soldiers. According to my information, the generals will soon make a televised speech. They claim that they want to put order back into the country. In the short term, I think they just want to put order back into the streets through big shots from machine.
Okay. What if I tell them that they're allowed to invade, do a ground invasion? How many people died from these atomic bombs? 71,000? Looks like a lot of the one of the bombs only killed 700 people. Yikes. Still missiles going through the air. The war is not over. What's going on in the US here? Demonstration for the dismissal of head of state. Guys, what can I fund to make you guys happy? What can I do, guys? Housing, I gave you all the housing. Regulate rent increases. Let's do rent caps, guys. How about this? A little bit more moderate. Yeah, you guys are gonna love this. Guys, we're gonna regulate rent increases. Yeah. And we're gonna fund the roads. Everyone loves the roads. The roads are gonna get maintained. We're gonna do road maintenance, everyone. Come on, guys.
Your situation is critical. A colossal meeting has just assembled in the city. The demonstrators state their hostility.
Look, everyone's happy because of the housing. Appear on TV defending the nuclear strike.
I understand the disappointment, even the resentment felt by the protesters. But today, I officially ask them to return home for the sake of appeasement. As soon as this is done, the government will take responsibility for investigating and responding to their demands.
Pretty fair request. We'll look into our nuclear strike as soon as you stop protesting. Dipshits.
Your television appearance was very well received by the demonstrators. You showed conviction. The assembly should demobilize gradually.
Excellent. Fleeing the pre-insurrection unrest in Washington, the head of state decided to go to a military site a few kilometers from the capital to assess the situation. Along the way, the entourage took a short pee break at a service station. It was there that an unemployed truck driver recognized Donald Trump and, taking advantage of the bodyguard's distraction, joined the head of state in the bathroom and suffocated him with a bar of soap. The sudsy death of Donald Trump. We've lost. JD's got to take over now. The war in Guatemala is unresolved. 4 months. Hey, at least the oil prices are low. At least Iran doesn't even have any protests anymore. I helped them out. We have a worse debt situation than Iran. Well, I think that's a loss. 4 months. We didn't save America. That's for sure. Try again next time.